Hello students. Today we are going to start our new topic, that is relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, in the previous lecture we have studied about the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of linear polynomial. So general form of linear polynomial is general form of a linear polynomial is ax plus b, where a is not equal to 0. Got it? And what is the solution? X is equal to minus of constant term upon coefficient of x, that is minus b upon a. So this thing we have studied in the previous lecture. Okay. So now we studied about the relationship between zero and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. Okay. Now the general form of a quadratic polynomial, is ax square plus bx plus c. Got it? Where a is not equal to 0. Since the degree of this polynomial is 2, therefore this polynomial has at most 2 zeros. Therefore it has at most 2 zeros. Let the zeros are alpha and beta. These two letters are Greek letters. So let us say the two zeros are alpha and beta. Now sum of the zeros that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. Minus b upon a, that means minus b, that is minus of coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Got it? And product of zeros is equal to alpha beta is equal to c upon a, that is c upon a. C means constant term. So constant term upon coefficient of x square. Got it? So we will prove this relationship by taking an example. Now students, we are going to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. Okay. So let us take an example, that is px is equal to x square plus 7x plus 10. Okay. Now we are going to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So here first of all we compare the given polynomial with the general polynomial. Okay. Comparing So comparing with general form, that is ax square plus bx plus c, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to 10. Okay. Now we have the coefficient and constant term, but we have to find the zeros. So whenever we have to find the zeros, what we do? We put the given polynomial equal to 0. That is, for zeros x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now we can find the value of x by splitting the middle term. Okay, you have studied in class 9. So x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now taking x common, x plus 5 plus 2 common, x plus 5 is equal to 0. Here x plus 5 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means the product of two numbers is equal to 0. That means either this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. When x plus 5 is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to minus 5. And when x plus 2 is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to minus 2. Let us take it is alpha and it is beta. Okay. After the given polynomial equating with 0, we get the two zeros, that is alpha and beta, and alpha is equal to minus 5 and beta is equal to minus 2. Now we are going to verify the relationship. Verification. Okay. Alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros. Here alpha is minus 5 and beta is minus 2. So minus 5 plus minus 2. What is equal to minus 5 minus 2, that is minus 7. Okay, minus 7. We can write minus 7 as minus 7 upon 1. So students, you can see here this minus sign as it is. And this 7, what is this 7? 7 is the coefficient of x, that is b. Yes, coefficient of x upon, that is 1. What is 1? 1 is a. And what is a? A is the coefficient of x square. So we can write coefficient of x square. So we have verified alpha plus beta, that is sum of the two zeros is equal to minus b upon a. Okay. Similarly, we will take alpha beta means alpha into beta, that is minus 5 into minus 2. Got it? Minus 5 into minus 2, that is 10. And 10 can be written as 10 upon 1. And what is 10? 10 is the c is equal to 10. And what is c? That is constant term. So we can write constant term upon a. What is a? A is 1. And what is 1? Coefficient of x square. So we can write here coefficient of x square. So students, hence we verified the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros are done. Okay. Hence verified. So students, pause the video to be noted down. Now students, if you are given that sum of the zeros and product of the zeros of a quadratic polynomial are so and so, and you have to find the polynomial. What is actual polynomial? So here the topic is 10th topic. If in a quadratic polynomial sum and zeros of and product of the zeros are given, we have to find the polynomial. Then what we do? Let us take an example. Suppose let alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3. Suppose, and alpha beta is equal to 2. We have given alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros is equal to minus 3, and alpha beta is equal to 2, then see alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So we can write here, or you can write minus 3 is equal to minus 3 upon 1. Okay, or we can write it as minus b upon a, because we know alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. That means minus 3 as minus 3 upon 1 is equal to minus b upon a. From here what we get, minus minus cancel from both sides and b is equal to 3a. Can we write b is equal to 3a and alpha beta is equal to 2. That is, we can write 2 upon 1. And what is the value of alpha into beta? That is c upon a is equal to c upon a. This implies we can write c is equal to 2a. 2a. Students, you can notice one thing. Here b is equal to 3a and c is equal to 2a. That means both b and c are depending on the value of a. Clear? That is, both b and c depends on a. When a is equal to 1, what we get? This implies b is equal to 3 into 1, that is 3, and c is equal to 2 into 1, that is 2. So this implies, so what our polynomial is? Px is equal to ax square, that is x square, plus bx, that is 3x plus 2. It will be our polynomial. Now when a is equal to 2, then b is equal to 3 to the 6 and c is equal to 2 to the 4. That means our polynomial will be px is equal to x square, that is 2x square plus 6x plus c, that is 4. Got it? Students, if we take 2 common from here, suppose 2 is taking common, so what do you get? X square plus 3x plus 2. Got it? Similarly, when a is equal to 3, then b is equal to 3 3 is 9 and c is equal to 3 to the 6. This implies px is equal to 3x square plus 9x plus 6. And if we take 3 common from here, what we get? 3 common, that is x square plus 3x plus 2. That means we can also write here 2 into px. Clear? Here we can write 3 into px. That means if we put the values of a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, we will get the different values of b and c. Got it? So we can write, now students, we can write, if we have asked that the given sum and product of the zeros are so and so, and if we have to find the polynomial, then the formula will be px is equal to k times. Why k times? Because it is the multiple of px. Here k times x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros. So this will be our formula. If we have given the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, then how will we find the polynomial? In this formula we can find easily. Okay, thank you.